Thank you for joining us for this post-trade control automation case study. We will discuss on how by using an automated tool you will improve your post-trade control performance KPIs to streamline your operations, as you can see, and of course to minimize your operational expenses. Let's check some realities about the post-trade control. First of all, rules are not uniform within the same MOUs. We were talking about the ports within the same MOUs. For example, in Paris MOU we have 1,500 ports. In Tokyo MOU we have around 650 ports. In the States we have around 120 ports. And in Australia we have 200 ports around. Trust me, rules are not uniform in the ports in each one of these MOUs. Post-trade control inspectors have specific focus areas, and the performance during the inspections is SIP manager and port specific. Of course, SIPs cannot be prepared with generic checklists of around 30 to 60 printed pages, and too many emails, which is a common practice in the industry, produce noise and nothing of significance. Now, some hard facts about the detentions. We have 5,000 vessels being detained every 36 months. 85 out of these vessels had no other detention within the last 36 months. I am sure that you have heard several insiders in the market that said, okay, we have substandard ships, we have bad vessels, that's why we have detentions. No, we totally disagree. We insist that the lack of awareness about the post-trade control inspection probability is the number one. The second one is that the ignorance about the local post-trade control focus items and the miscommunications that we may have between the vessel and the office. Now, we have been asked to solve the challenge, and the key objectives for the SIP is, of course, to eliminate the detentions, to have as less as possible deficiencies during the inspections, and to minimize the noise with all of these mails that they receive daily. How we did it? We employed an automated port of call risk assessment. We can assess every single call of each vessel globally. We can identify when and where the vessel will be inspected with a guess rate of around 95%, and we provide specific checklists to the vessel based on the segment and the port that the vessel will call. And the whole process is seamless without any human interaction. I will explain you later about this automation tool. The solution, what we did. We set up a system where we have to import next port of calls of the vessels. This may happen via an API. We can upload massively the calls, or we can do it manually. After that, the system will generate a port of call risk assessment for every single call that we will add in the system, and the system can accommodate multi-port of call risk assessments for back-to-back calls within the same country. After that, system produce email alerts, 3 conditions, we will explain later, and we can modify how many days in advance we need from the system to notify the vessel or the recipients of the relevant emails. After that, we can set up the emails up to 5 recipients per vessel. This is a port of call risk assessment screenshot. This is an automated assessment, and is SIP manager and port specific, where we can analyze. We have 25 parameters, and we can analyze, first of all, the inspection probability, the inspection severity, and the overall port of call risk assessment. After that, of course, as you can see, we have the preparation checklist on the second tab. If there is an active campaign, any active campaign, concentrated inspection campaign, we have this info for the user, the SIP data, the post-trade control information, and all of that can be exported with one click into an Excel format file. On the preparation checklist, we have 2 formats. We have the collapsed one, where we have the key codes. On the left side, we have the key codes of the deficiencies, the description of the deficiencies and the relevant share that each code appeared in the port. And on the second one, on the expanded one, we have per code the focus items from the post-trade control inspectors. We discussed about some conditions that our system, the alerts that our system creates. Condition number 1, inspection is improbable. You can see the number 10 here is how many days in advance we need to notify the vessel or the people in the office. In this case, we suggest, this is a suggestion, not to be sent something on board the vessel. This is a minor risk call. Condition number 2, inspection is probable. Inspection is certain, severity is high, high risk. That means that we have some chances to be inspected, and on the third one, inspection is certain. Here we may have serious problems during the inspections, and you can see that manager, the DPA, the superintendent, and the vessel are on the recipient's list of this email. Of course, we can modify the text, we can change everything. Now, here's how we can set up the emails and the automation in real life. Let's go to box ship A, as you can see here. The vessel will call China on on February 25th. Vessel has not an open window for inspection. As you can see, we have the relevant list here. And after that, we have the priority status of the vessel in the MOU. In this case, we have Tokyo MOU. And the risk assessment overview, where we can find the inspection probability, the severity, and the overall port of call assessment about the vessel. High risk items, priority items of the vessel in the port. And on the fourth leg, you will see the email alerts that our system creates. Email alert number 1, you can see if an email has already sent to the vessel about this specific call, and you can see that no email has sent to the vessel. If you remember, we discussed that we suggest minor risk calls not to be sent on board the vessel, just in the office for supervision reasons. But in any other case, as you can see, email alert number 2 and 3, we have emails already forwarded to the vessel, and you can find the relevant envelope also in the email alerts. Now, this is a comparison that we did. This is based on a case study from a user of this automated tool. And we have the common practice, what they used to do, and what they have by using the post-state control automation. They needed 30 to 60 minutes per ship, including the emails that they had to send, in order to inform the vessel about the next post-state control inspection. By using the automation, they need only 5 to 10 seconds. About the inspection window open dates, this is challenging to impossible. We have seen why. We have seen several times companies with 50 or more vessels not to have the time to calculate all of these inspection window open days for all of these 12, 13 MOUs. And on the other hand, we have seen companies with 10 or less vessels that there are some cases that there is no the necessary know-how about the calculation of the inspection window open date. About the guess rate, we have, as you can see, we have guess rate of around 95%, and we provide specific checklists, item 4, not a generic one, which is again is a common practice in the industry. About the detention rate, guess rate, you will see a question mark here. We don't know when our vessel may be detained. We guarantee that we can provide you all of the dangerous areas about detentions by 95%, all of that. Of course, I would like to stay on the emails that we need in order to inform the vessel. We need 1 to 1.5 emails per ship per month about the preparation, and we can assess, we can assess every single call in full, which is partially about for a ship operator. Now, some conclusions and lessons to be learned. Port of call, ship risk assessment, guess rate is approximately, we provide you a guess rate of approximately around 95%. Office can identify when the vessel and where the vessel will be inspected. The post-state control preparation checklist, which is specific, works fine, and the automation works seamlessly with any human interaction. Of course, the system is faster, more reliable, and of course less costly. Thank you very much. If you need any further clarification.
Thank you, Dimitri. Now,